Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Will Burroughs. I graduated from the University of North Carolina at Charlotte with my bachelor's degree in exercise science, and today we are going to be covering a upper workout. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick this workout off with some overhead presses. Now, honestly, overhead presses, it's kind of 50-50 what I see about it, but I do see overhead presses getting a lot of crap thrown at them, saying they're not good for your shoulders, yada, yada, yada. And then there's also, the group that is pro overhead shoulder presses. Overhead presses are just, they're amazing. It is a great position to be strong in, especially as you get older. This isn't something a lot of people keep in mind, but for the most part, getting old is getting robbed of your muscle mass and your strength, and being able to lift your arms and lift a load over your head is very important. So this is a very functional exercise to get strong with, and a fantastic way to blow your shoulders up. Putting this load on your shoulders is going to be great. You're going to get a lot of mechanical tension doing it. Your shoulders have great leverage in the exercise. You're also going to get a little bit of pec work and a little bit of tricep work in there at the same time as well. So all around, it's just a great exercise. If you're a beginner, the only thing you should really focus on are your compound presses and rows for your upper body. That is going to give you so much progress. Doing a row in the frontal plane, the transverse plane, the sagittal plane, and then doing, overhead presses, flat presses, incline presses. Those are going to do you wonders. Then we are doing cable flies. The reason I added this in here is because my chest is genetically one of my weak points. I have a little baby chest, so I'm throwing some extra isolation work because while, yes, I am getting some pec activation in the overhead press, I do want to give at least a few close to failure sets, just to keep the stimulus for growth high in both the sessions that I'm training. But in the cable fly, it's pretty simple. As far as what you do, just keep your chest up. And another thing you can do, for some people, it helps if you have your shoulder blades retracted. I know that can help some people with shoulder pain, because when you retract your shoulder blades, it limits the amount that your shoulders are able to help in the movement. But if that's not you, obviously just focus on a full range of motion. Now we are getting into some sagittal plane rows. And we're doing these with elbows going around 45 degrees. The reason for this is it's getting a nice mix of lat, rear delt, and trap work. It's going to be more mid-trap, not really upper trap. But yet again, just another compound movement hitting a bunch of muscles at once. Going to get a little bit of bicep activation in there too, and brachioradialis to help with some of that movement and, the flexion of the elbow. But, yeah. So also using grips on this as well. And this should be with any real movement that you're going to be moving heavy weight with, and that your forearms will be a limiting factor. If you're a beginner, I would recommend not using grips, because you're probably not going to be at that point. But the second you start getting to back exercises and your grip is giving out before your back is, it's time to go ahead and invest in a pair of grips, because your forearms, a very, very small muscle group, is never going to be able to keep up with the entire musculature of your back. One of your lats is like the size of both of your forearms combined. So, it doesn't make sense to have this idea. But anyway, we're just going to want to focus with driving with our elbows, going through a full range of motion, and also being able to retract and protract your shoulder blades. That is going to help get some of that trap involvement and that rear delt involvement with it. If you just kept your scapula neutral, then you wouldn't get that much work because your traps wouldn't be moving. Your traps help to pull your scapula. Same, your rear delts do that as well as moving your arm. Next, we are going into some just sitting dumbbell twist curls. Doing these because biceps are also another one of my weaker points. More so because my triceps are just so big, it makes my biceps look very small. But yeah, got to get them up. And then doing some tricep work here as well. Just a quick antagonist superset at the end of the workout. Doesn't really add any extra time and getting some more work for both of them. So we are doing, this one's more like a JM press variation than a skull crusher. The slight difference is it's more of a press than like a hinging motion around your elbow. But just using that to get some work in. And again, we're focusing on moving heavy weight and doing lower reps in this whole training cycle. So all of these sets, for the most part, should be within a 4 to 8 rep range. Again, so far, it's been feeling amazing. I've put on a crap ton of strength. And I've also been recovering great. Like, I don't feel sore after my workouts. My joints don't feel bad. So overall, I'm like feeling great. My psychological drive each workout is super high. And honestly, that's more so because I like to be in the gym a lot and I'm used to going to the gym 6 days a week. But now that I'm going to the gym 4 days a week, I get I'm ready to get back into the gym when it's my next training session. And also when I finish my training session, I'm just like, I want it to be the next one already so I can see how much progress I've made. Anyway, I'm ranting a little bit here, but that covers the workout. If you enjoyed this video, then leave a like and subscribe. Again, more of this is going to be coming your way. Tomorrow is going to be the second variation of the lower workout, so I'm going to go over all of the exercises in there, form and stuff, and then we'll be back to normal topics. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.